Well, Nathan and Michelle, we found out that CUPE will be holding a press conference in about a half an hour at the Sheraton, not far from where I'm standing. But you can see it's very loud out here outside of Terminal 1 as they have been picketing all morning. And the big chant that we're hearing right now is "Don't blame me, blame AC." They're referring to Air Canada since that CUPE went on strike early on Saturday morning and then defying that back-to-work order coming from Jobs Minister Patty Hajdu and saying that this is what they need to do in order to get a good contract, and that contracts should be decided at the table. As we know, the union rejecting the government's order to enter into binding arbitration. One of the main reasons the union had talked about that is because once a deal is done through binding arbitration, the workers you see behind us aren't able to vote on that contract. Many of the people here talking today say they want the opportunity to vote on their contract. As we know, CUPE had over a 99% in favor of a strike vote a couple of weeks ago. And as you can see, just a few of the 10,000 flight attendants from across the country are picketing today, but they seem to have a lot of support as there are a lot of horns honking. Now, inside, it's a much different story. Very quiet, of course, at the Air Canada counter because we know those flights have been grounded for 2 days. Air Canada saying in a statement that they believe it's affected some 500,000 passengers so far across the country, and they will have to suspend flights throughout the day today, even though they had said that they expected to pick things up and start again. But as we can see, the workers here are not planning on going back to work anytime soon, and we'll await to hear what they say at that 12:30 press conference. But a little while ago, we spoke to somebody from CUPE to talk about why they defied that back-to-work order, and here's what they had to say.
The only leverage a union has is the ability to withdraw our labor. That's protected, as far as I knew, under Canadian law. The fact that we were arbitrated to go, or ordered to go back to work 12 hours after we started, we've lost our leverage if we give in. This is our leverage. Our leverage is to push the company to come back to the table. That's where this will be solved. That's where labor peace will be achieved, and that's where we'll get a deal.
So as we'd heard before, Air Canada saying that if you don't have your flight, do not come to the airport because nothing is moving. And there are a few others that are having a little trouble getting out of their cars and getting through the picket line as they are making way for them. But it is obviously very crowded here today, very vocal as the workers here don't seem to be letting up anytime soon. As we said, there is a press conference expected in about a half an hour's time, and we will be heading over there. But for now, I'll throw it back to your side.
Thank you, Sean, and we'll bring that to everyone. Appreciate it.